This is the story of the Donkey Lady, read by Raccoon Palooza. The Donkey Lady Bridge is the bridge that crosses Elms Creek via Applewhite Road, approximately 4 miles north of Loop 1604, on the south side of San Antonio. The tales that I have on the Donkey Lady are not directly related to me. However, they relate to me through friends in high school. These are people I have known all my life, and have no reason not to believe them. One night, in late 1987, while at my best friend's house, 4 fellow companions showed up. Bored and looking for something to do, we suggested they visit the Donkey Lady Bridge. This local was only a short drive from the house. They agreed, and were soon driving out of sight. About 6 hours later, their vehicle returned to our driveway with only one occupant. Assuming he had taken the girls home and was ready to party in San Antonio, we went out anxious to greet him. What we found at the car was something I'll never forget. The windshield was busted, the front dented, and there was what appeared to be blood all over the hood. We immediately ran to the driver's door to see if John was all right. He was just sitting there staring out the windshield with a blank expression on his face. After several minutes of constant battering, we finally got him to talk. He told us that he and his friend Lisa, Terry, and Jill had arrived at the bridge. They began to honk their horn and call for the Donkey Lady. According to legend, this is how you are supposed to get her attention. After about 15 minutes of not seeing anything, they decided to go into the woods and look for her themselves. What happened next was truly unbelievable, and if I hadn't known John all my life and seen the car, I would not have believed it myself. While walking in the woods, John said he got the feeling they were being watched. He immediately stopped and told everyone to be quiet. Looking around and evaluating the situation, he discovered in the distance what appeared to be 2 eyes staring at them. These eyes seemed to be reflecting from the moonlight and were the color that he said was indescribable. The girls immediately panicked and began to run back to the car. John was quick to follow, and soon after he turned away, there was a horrible scream from the direction of the eyes. He described it as almost being a cry from an intelligent animal. Too afraid to turn around, he picked up his pace as he ran to the car. When he got there, the girls were already inside, screaming at him to get in and leave. As he was trying to find his keys, he heard the sounds of what seemed to be a horse running in the direction. Starting the car, he slammed it into gear and put the pedal to the floor. Suddenly, a figure appeared in the road in front of them. Too afraid to stop, John collided with the figure. It hit the hood of the car and rolled over the roof. Looking in his rearview mirror, he said he thought the figure got up and continued to pursue them. After hearing this and seeing the condition of the car, my friend and I felt this deserved a second look. John told us that he would never return to that bridge again, but if he wanted to risk our lives, to go right ahead. Grabbing 2 flashlights and a pair of shotguns, we jumped into my pickup and made way for the bridge. As we drew closer, we slowed down and turned on the many off-road lights my truck had. These lit the road and the woods to the side of us as if it were daytime, giving us an astounding view of the bridge as we approached. The first thing we noticed as the bridge drew close was the large amount of blood on the road. However, this was the only evidence we could find of the incident described by John. Upon our investigation of the woods on foot, we discovered that what seemed to be several tracks of a small horse leading to the road. After several hours of looking and not finding anything else, we returned to the house. By this time, John had already found his way home, and we laid in bed, too excited to sleep. To this day, none of the people involved in this story have returned to the bridge. Did John actually see and strike the Donkey Lady that night? Or was it merely a stray pony startled by their presence? All I know is that something was there that night, and it did scare our friends half to death. Thank you so much, you guys, for listening. This is Raccoon Palooza, and please give credit to Creepypasta and Weird Texas. Those are the sites that I looked and I read off of. And yeah, thank you again for listening, and I hope you have a wonderful night or day. Cheers, lovelies.